So my goal is to land on every single body of the Kerbal space program universe. Fly by Minmus, yes. Oops, no. Oh, no. To the Minmus. So one is above 7,000 meters, and that's something that's very difficult to reach with a plane. But I have a good idea how to pull this off. Hi everybody, here's Christian from Teamwork Cast. This is the Ironman Grand Tour KSP episode X. I didn't count. Maybe I will also split some of the recordings I did into multiple episodes. I don't know. Because so many things have happened, and I gonna do a confession. A confession, guys. I cheated. I cheated once. Uno. I did, as you remember, if you watched last time around, I did a horrible thing where I canceled one of the most important contracts here, plant a flag on the moon. I clicked on this, cancel contract, because I thought it would get me out of the screen. So I did a horrible mistake there. So I went like, all right, I actually went into the save file and recreated this like did a backup thing, and so it's back. Never mind, it's back. It is cheating, I know. But it seemed to me like such a dumb mistake about operating this UI and not really having to do with going to space and doing adventures. So I thought it would be okay for the cheating thing, especially since I just recreated the contract. I didn't actually, because, you know, I lost like 38,000 and 16 reputation. I didn't actually get those back. So it's just the contract that is back, not all those other things. And I didn't get the advance again or something like this. So, you know, it's just the button here that is back here. Because I will be going to the moon anyway, and you guys want me to go to the moon as well. So, you know, everybody wins. So yeah, this is the one thing that I did. Today we will be probably not going to the moon, although we will take a sneak peek on what is going on the moon right now. There is the science data from space around the moon that we have to do, and science data from the surface of the moon. And we're gonna get both. So the last time this bugged out, but recently I did some tests and it actually worked again. I also actually reinstalled all of my mods and reinstalled all of KSP because I was getting tired of those crashes. And also because I installed like a mod manager. Soon there's going to be a new version of KSP coming out, 1.05. And I know from experience that it can be a pain if you have to re-download all the mods and everything. So I installed like a software that takes care of all of this. KSP mod admin is called. But that required me fumbling around with the mods a lot and installing things. And of course things break in the process and stuff like that. So let us see. This is the stupidest error in the world. Last time it worked. I swear, last time it worked. I was like so happy when it worked. I was like, yeah. All right, never mind. Let us get this guy maybe on. Stupid game, seriously. Anyway, you saw the moon. That's what's happening on the moon right now. And there's this probe there that is buggy, and see, that's why I'm cool with like doing like those types of like cheating stuff, because the game is just so brutal sometimes. So brutal on the way it bugs out on you when you most need it. All right, so we got this one. I did install 2 new mods. One of the mods I installed is a science mod. I probably should have read what it said on the science there. So we get some better science descriptions. And the other one is the precise node mod, which allows me to fumble around with maneuver nodes in a more precise manner. So I'm really bugged out. Let me look one more time. There's no way this is still buggy. I cannot wrap my head around this. I can right click on a lot of things here. I can right click on a tank. I can right click on the legs, on the rechargeable battery. I cannot right click. Oh, wait a minute. Maybe it. Oh, I know what it has to do with. See, no way. See how it sometimes doesn't highlight the parts? Like now it highlights this part. Now it highlights the legs. Now it highlights the bucket. But I'm actually see. It's some kind of a collision detection issue. So maybe if I just have the right. What if I. Ha! Oops, turn it off. See? I guess it was just positioned weirdly. So now we can lock the temperature. Transmit the data. Oh, the surface here seems to reflect much of the sun's heat. As a result, it's slightly cooler here. So I will actually read out all the science descriptions because they are crowdsourced science descriptions and they are hilarious. So yeah, science data from the moon has been acquired. We just received experimental data from the surface. 2 science, 3 reputations, and a lot of funds. That is exactly what I'm talking about. So things are off to get a good start. Now we're going to build something fun. And I was really having a lot of fun. I built this exact thing already previously. I was having a lot of fun doing this. But I don't quite have the parts now to recreate this perfectly. And it might not work. So we need to perform atmospheric scans, whatever, right? So there is like a pressure reading that we have to make on a surface. So we have to land somewhere far away. That's okay. We have to take pressure readings in flight above 17,000 meters, almost 18,000 meters. So we have to get with a plane very, 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 very high. And then there is one below somewhere else. So we have one plane right now, that's currently the Jaggy, but the Jaggy is not really up to the task. It is not a plane that can go that high. In fact, it can actually do nothing. Like it is just a piece of stuff. I don't want to say crap, but I mean crap. It's not really a good plane. It's good for a plane, but we really need something that has more oomph. Sadly, the current technology doesn't really allow us to fly very high. We are having these Weasley basic engines, and they're really basic. They don't have the thrust at high altitudes to go even higher. So at a certain altitude, they will basically lose thrust, and then you have to increase your angle of attack, which will slow you down even more, and then you never actually get anywhere. So we can't actually get that high with our engines. So we have to find a more drastic solution. And that's why you're here, guys. That's why you know exactly what we're going to do now. We're going to create a new airplane. We're going to start with a cockpit. And the core of our new airplane is going to be the kickback booster. No. Oh, I shouldn't have bought this. Anyway, it's going to be this booster. So this is going to be the core of our airplane. Airplane. I'm using air quotes for the airplane because it's actually a rocket that we strapped some airplane parts into. So, all right, I'm going to remove the solid fuel for now. And because this is the part where things get complicated, because now we have to balance things out. So I'm thinking 2 of those here. For the fuel, for the jet engines, and then 2 beautiful jet engines. Now I want to have this really balanced out because when I launch this, I don't want to have like vertical instabilities going on where it's like flips around because one top is heavier than the lower side. You know what I'm saying about what I'm talking about. So we don't have fuselages, so we have to use those regular fuel tanks. We will remove the oxidizer from here though. So we don't have those problems here. Now we don't have the circular intakes. That's really something that bugs me. So we have to use those aerodynamic cones here to make things a little bit more aerodynamic. And of course, as last time we made this mistake, we don't do the mistake again. We actually put some intakes in here. And I'm thinking actually pushing those a little bit further ahead, like so. Perfect. So let us get a center. Actually, we're gonna know, you know what, we're gonna actually get the solid fuel in here, because we want, of course, this thing to get off the runway. Center of thrust, center of weight. All right, now comes the part when things get really problematic. I'm gonna actually add all my lift surfaces first, and then we're gonna see how we move them around to you know, balance things out. All right, so this is gonna be the wings. They're gonna be attached to here, and we're gonna use the forward canard solution for the forward canard, which is gonna be like so. And we're gonna use a tail fin. I think the Lux Delta winglet is cool enough for a tail fin. I don't know, guys. We don't really need that big of a tail fin. This is really just a simple kind of thing. We're gonna actually attach all of the parts, I think. Yeah, let's attach all of the parts first, and then we're gonna bother about things in the other ways. So this is gonna be like a little landing gear in front, like a little happy landing gear. While we're recording it, there's a lot of Bob Ross going on YouTube right now. People are talking a lot about happy little accidents. Not on YouTube, on Twitch, of course. So I don't know exactly where to put those guys here. I'm thinking a little bit further ahead. You know what? Let's try this. So the thing is with those, I know what you're thinking now. I know what you're thinking. You're thinking like, Christian, there is like a huge engine in the back here which will touch the ground when you lift up. Chill. There is a story I want to tell about you. No, I want you to tell anyway. First of all, I need to rotate those landing gears here. All right, so because we want them to, of course, to align and be all pretty. Poetical. Is that the right angle? Nope. That's the right angle. Yeah. This will have a very high takeoff speed because this solid rocket booster is very heavy. But this entire plane is going to be relatively cheap because this rocket booster is so cheap. So recently I've been to New York, and I've been to the Intrepid Museum of Flight, or I don't know how they call it, the airplane carrier that they have standing around as a museum, and I saw the Concorde, the plane that is the passenger aircraft that is supersonic, and I saw a very cool feature that the Concorde had, which I thought I'm gonna copy in KSP, and that was it has a tiny wheel in the back. A really tiny wheel in the back that is just there to prevent when the pilot makes a mistake and takes off too fast, it prevents the tail to hit the ground. And that's something that's happened so often in KSP, so I'm really glad that I can add like this little wheel here to prevent this from happening. So that will be great. Sweet. So now we're going to add some control surfaces because they will also generate some lift. It's going to be a really little agile little plane. All right, and then let me start doing some little details here. We're gonna turn around those guys here and bring them more in. Whoop, didn't want to do that. Offset. I want also this plane to be pretty. It's not really pretty. We're gonna make a Mark II version once we unlock more space plane parts, but it's okay. It's okay. It's good. All right, and actually, accidentally, this turned out to be a really good plane. Look at this. It's the center of lift is almost where we want to have it. Actually, there's nothing I have to fix this. Maybe we'll move those guys a little bit further into the front. Why? Well, because we will lose solid fuel eventually, and then of course this will get very front heavy. So I want to just make sure, but of course we will also lose fuel here. That will also bring everything to the front. All right, never mind. So we made the right decisions all along. Just making sure the oxidizer is gone from everywhere. So yeah, this is the plane. And of course now chat, I have to ask you chat, what is going to be the name of the plane? I have some ideas, and we started with Jaggy, so it makes sense to pick a Monster Hunter monster as a name for this thing. It has to be something that is small but incredibly fast, something that seems like easy at the beginning, but then it has like some special move that is super hardcore. What do you guys think? Meanwhile, I will adjust those wings to make this a little bit more easier to fly. And I will do those little tweaks that are so necessary, which is this will not participate in a roll, this will not participate in a yaw, and those all won't also participate in a yaw. Just a very simple little setup here. And of course, we are here for atmospheric scans. Atmospheric scans. So let's add some science. How much parts do we have left? We have a lot of parts left. No troubles at all. Oh, very important. Almost forgot this. Always forgetting this. All right, so this is going to be, as you can tell, this is a very heavy airplane. So we're gonna add those our patented parachutes to the airplane, because again, this is going to be very difficult to land. I'm gonna try it actually, but I think it's going to be very difficult. So just in case we have to land somewhere in the middle of nowhere, adding those parachutes, you won't stop me. Now, again, this is also a very dangerous plane. So I'm gonna add a parachute right there in the front here, just in case the cabin comes loose and I have to do something. And I'm gonna add one here. And I'm gonna hope that those parachutes will be fine. I'm gonna edit the staging, put all of the parachutes in one stage. And if I need to trigger just one, then I can just trigger one. Yes. And of course, the solid rocket booster belongs in a different stage from the regular. All right, so I'm gonna add a total of 3 little piggies, barometers. And for good measure, I'm gonna add the thermometer as well. So, you know, we have all the science equipment that we ever gonna need. Whew. Oh, okay. Like so. Oops, nope, not the oxidizer. We don't need the oxidizer. And just because we can, just because we have those now, we're gonna actually add a ladder. Why? Well, maybe we're gonna have to get out with some time or something. And if we do, then I want to have an ability to get on top of things. And it's actually, you know, not expensive or anything. It's just a tiny little precaution. I'm gonna make this pretty though. I like things pretty in my life. That's why I'm designer. Pretty things make things pretty. Oops. What? No. Yes. Actually, we're gonna rotate this. Yes. Offsetting it more. Is this even touching the fuselage? It is. It's going to be fine. I'm thinking maybe this even further down. And these even further down. And further inside. Yeah. Monobloss. It's fast, heavy, and very dangerous. The monobloss? Oh yeah, it is. Yeah, let's go monobloss. It has like one thing. Monobloss 1. And then we're gonna have Diablos. This tea, Earl Grey hot. Well, not so hot anymore, but beautiful. God Jeans has the right ideas. God Jeans is back here. How are you doing? All right, so I'm thinking this plane is is doing good. I'm thinking we're gonna start testing this plane. Oh, we're actually over parts. So I guess we're gonna remove the thermometer for now. This is the part we can get rid of the easiest. Ares Kerman didn't actually fly yet, so maybe Ares Kerman, I'm thinking. We have only 2 pilots. 3 pirates. Omega Zeron also. Let's go with Omega Zeron. I think that's a trusted Kerbal. He's got this. He's got this. I think I'm confident. Good thing we upgraded our landing strip, because I thought it would be more impressive. Oh, there's like a 3rd level of the landing strip. Interesting. I did not know that. So yeah, let us do the brakes. So very simple test for before we even do things. There is a ladder here. I want to check if this ladder works. If it doesn't work, then we will know that it doesn't work. Oh man, I didn't read the science. I should have read the science. All right, so we can get down. Can we get up? Oh, see, getting up here is a bit problematic. Oh man, Omega is having troubles. I had experience with those ladders before. No problems, guys. We're gonna get this. See? Yeah, that's a problem. So we can't get on top of this, bro. Let me see. Now, the spacesuit is not really necessary, right? So yeah, climb out. What? Oh, that's nice. That's so sweet. So yeah, see, the ladder works perfectly, exactly as intended. Can we get in here? I would like to get in. I'm ready. I want to get in now. All right. Oh wait a minute. I want to actually get out. I'm a cat. Sorry. I want to get out again. Oh, that looked painful. So I wanted to get the science. This is not good. Take data. So we can do more science experiments if you want to. All right. So far, so good. So those things work on this plane. Let's see if the other things work in this plane. Activating those engines. Spooling up those turbines, releasing the brakes. We are moving. But can we lift off? Not even going upwards. Now we're going upwards. Ah, yes, and everything worked flawlessly. We are in the air. It works. It flies. It is a bit sluggish, but it flies. So we can actually try to attempt this mission. Like, this is a bit risky now, but you guys know that I like risky. I'm pretty confident that we can reach high altitude with this setup here. So let us just go for the mish. Wait a minute. Just turning on this SAS for now here. So where is the mish? So this is our high. So this sector NHZ. Activate navigation for this guy here. Above, take pressuring above NHZ. Below. All right, so this is the above sector. Got this. So let us activate our beautiful little display here. Oops. Oops. All right, got this. Turning around. Turning around. Where are we going? Where are we going, guys? Oh, wow, it's way up here. Yeah, as you can tell, this is going to be a challenging thing. First, we're going to do this high altitude flight thing. And then once we depleted our booster, then we can try to reach those other locations. But you know, this is as best of a test spot as any other. Right? I'm right. I'm right. All right, we're getting some science things, but this is not the science we're looking for. You know exactly what kind of science we need. We need the science up there. This science is the one that we need. All right, we are entering a sector. Activating the engine. Boom goes the dynamite. Direction upwards. This is the way to go. This is the way to space, everybody. Oh, there's something overheating back there. Probably the wheel. We need to go like 1800, 18,000. Wow, getting some hardcore effects here. Whoa, all right. Engine have turned off. We are there. So I guess we're taking the readings. Where are the readings? I need the readings. Log pressure data. Keep data. All right. We fulfilled this contract. No problem. No, not the contract. This part of the contract. All right. So let us get to the other. This is where we need to land. Seriously? All right. This is where we need to go now. All right, so our engine have actually turned off. We are now in a gliding path. Our engine have turned off because there's not enough air up here. I am so proud of this invention. You guys can't even believe. This is one of those feelings, those emotions that you get from KSP and from nothing else. I guess you get from KSP, period. You get it from other sources as well. But this, you know, building something incredible and making it, like, seeing it work. Ugh! Disgusting how awesome it is. Oh, I just don't see the ground so well because of this weird mod that I just installed here. All right. So this is the place we're going, right? Okay, this is going to be along the Kerbal shore. I know that I'm waiting for this parabolic flight to take me back down again. So as you can tell, we can reach with this booster, we can reach 38,000, almost 40,000, which is great. A little perky plane, Monoblast is doing really great. Now, I just need to survive re-entry into the thicker parts of the atmosphere. It's not really re-entry, we're not really left at the atmosphere, but we went pretty high. So I'm not doing too many crazy things. I don't want this to spin out of control. This is, you know, we're very high and the air is really sluggish here, really thin. I really want to just regain control, reactivate those jet engines. And we can turn around for this. What is that? Oh yeah, that's KSP. KSC. All right. We should be activating those engines. Oh, they're back. They're back. The engines are back, guys. All right. We're flying very fast though, so I'm pulling up a little bit here. Yes. To break our meteoric descent, and then we're gonna turn around. The turning around thing will also. Yes, feel the G's. Feel the G's, Omega Zeron, feel them. Do you feel them? Is Omega Zeron with us? He's not. He would be proud of him. Of his Kerbal doing such amazing things. He was the fastest Kerbal on Earth. Well, I guess there were faster Kerbals, but he was pretty fast. The fastest in a real plane, at least. I mean, we had some winged aircraft which were faster, but those weren't really planes. This is a plane. All right, so already I noticed that this plane is already way more agile, which I'm really enjoying. More clouds streaming in here. Soon we'll be at the location. Oh! Alright. Need to do like this thing here. Log pressure data. 100 million pascals. Can't be right. Keep the data. Alright. Another pressure reading in the bank. So now for the final pressure reading, we're going to activate this navigation. So this is going to be on the surface. So we're going to test the landing capabilities of this plane. And of course, we are going to use our parachutes, our trusted parachutes. I'm going to actually activate those parachutes first. Wait, yes. I want to have like a 2-stage parachute thing because I know that some of them are exactly at the center of gravity, but some of them are just, you know, they're just placed on a whim. So there might be some instabilities. Turning around here. Man, I love those airplane missions when they're this complex. I just love flying around on Kerbal. I wish there was just more to see out of the window. Man, imagine if this game had like graphics the way something like War Thunder has. Man, I would love that so much. Where you could look out the window and just marvel. Ooh, I think we're coming up on the thing. I'm gonna actually slow down now because there is already the thing that we need to. Slowing down now. Oh yeah. We need to go way slower now. Yeah, this is where we need to land. All right. All right, we are slowed down exactly at the right spot. We are coming down a bit fast though, so I will open the other parachutes now. Yes. So we know exactly that the front parachutes is a bit too far in front. So we'll come down in the nose wheel. Let me turn this off and see if we can remedy this. No, we can't. Hopefully this won't cause any troubles. Hopefully this won't cause any trouble. So we have to readjust this back parachute. It has to be further back. Please don't explode on impact. This comes out on a slope as well. Whew! It worked way better than expected. Wow. Nothing exploded. Holy crap, I'm good at this. I'm so good at this. Log pressure data. You make adjustments to the barometer to get the accurate reading at such high altitude because it's at highlands. Hopefully they appreciate it. They appreciate your work back at KSC. They never do, those bastards. But anyway, we completed this contract. We get 34,004 for prestige, I guess. So yeah. Now, usually I would maybe be tempted to fly back, but I'm like, there's this hill going on, and I know that has a really high takeoff speed. So, I don't know. I would be tempting my fate. Oh, also, I cannot repack the parachutes. No, I'm gonna recover the vessel. But at some other point, maybe I will try to land for realsies. I tried it once and it worked, but that was a way better version than this one. Although this one seems pretty good. Cool. So we even got some science out of this. Cool. Omega Zeron gains no XP, although he really had a good time. You can't tell, but it will be a memorable day for him. All right, so there's some visual surveys of Kerbal, which might be tempted to try, simply because we can fly this plane again, and it's so fun. And it will be also pretty good reward. They're not far away at all. 2 EVA reports. And 1 crew report in flight below 1800 though. That's something that we could do with the other plane actually. We don't even have to use our super dangerous plane. Yeah, we could add some signs. Actually, the thing I'm tempted the most is to add some ladders here, but it's very difficult. There's, you know, wings everywhere. And here where you could add some ladders, there's like those actually, I'm not going to add some ladders, I guess. I'm going to put a barometer in here. And yeah, I'm just going to save this. This is pretty much the same design. Let's launch this. Oh no, Shadow is in the seat again, isn't he? Yep. This is like some kind of sitcom where it's like, here he is again. Brr, brr, brr. So yeah, this is gonna be Aris Kerman. I think he or she. Is it she or he? I don't know. I didn't notice. We didn't have a mission with this Kerbal yet, so his or her moment to shine a spotlight. Pretty young thing right here to rock the mic. Yeah, let's do this. Rock the mic like I know you do it right. Rock the mic like I know. Yes, this is a very fast little plane. Look at this. The Immelman turn. Yes. Like a true boss. All right. So we are off to the races. Where are we going? First, we need to do this thing here. And then we're going to have to do some EVAs. All right, we will be entering. Yips, now we're entering. We need to do a crew report. Let's do the crew report. You get a great view of the Highlands. All right, the crew report is done. Let us go to the EVA places. Let us try to do the... Wow, look at this. That was fun. All right. Like so. And then maybe like... I mean, we don't have to go that high, so we can go a little bit lower. First, when we go lower, then our engine gets stronger, so we will go faster. So this is going to be one of the EVA locations, and I think both of those locations are very close nearby. So I'm thinking that I will be able to just walk to the next one. Or just drive with a plane. Those planes can drive a little bit. Breaking down here a little bit here. Yes, 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 yes. This is where we want to land. And parachutes. I guess we need to flip over. Yes. All right, we're here. Activating those brakes. EVAing. Let go. Can you EVA here? As you go trudging through the grass, you hope you don't stop on a cow patty. The spaceship will stink for the rest of the trip. Yes, this worked. And where is the other guy? Activate navigation. Okay, in this direction, I guess. Let us see how this works as a vehicle. I know, not the most exciting thing. Oh, look at this. Material goo. The goo takes on the shape of a leaf. Wow, that's an amazing goo. Material study. The materials lab has grass stains on it now from the landing. So much for returning it to the manufacturer for a refund when we are done. A blade of grass gets caught in the outer casing of the sensor and obstructs your view of the display. Oh well, we just make something up. They will never know anyway. Oh man, love those, love those. Now you might be thinking, oh Christian, why are you just going this slow? Because I've been roving for a long time in this game. I know exactly that you're not supposed to go over certain speeds. This game is not nice to road vehicles, and I'm actually hoping that the new update that just comes out, 1.0.105, that this upgrade will make driving a bit more pleasurable. I mean, for planes it doesn't matter, but it's the rovers that are really bad. Ah, there we go. We're home. Oops. Cool. So let us do the crew observation, crew report. You get a great view of the highlands. Yeah. Oh, wait a minute. And the EVA is the one that you want to do. As you go trudging through the grass, all right. Keep data. That's the same thing. All right. So and then we're gonna board. So yet another contract. Board anyway. Yet another contract. 37,000 in the bank for just a little excursion, and I think we're gonna get most of the cost of the plane back. Because there's no parts that have been dumped or anything. Sweet. Sweet, 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 sweetum. Good. 42 signs. Cool. All right, guys. Let us look at the things here. We can do some more atmospheric scans. Wow, there's two ones that are that we have to do above at a high altitude, which is interesting. Carbon, launch site, in flight over. All right, yeah, let's just plant a flag on Minmus. That's more I like it. Cool, guys. So on the next episode, we are going to build a vehicle that will allow us to land. I'm not sure if maybe it makes sense to go on Minmus first, simply because it is easier to land on Minmus and we're going to get 2 contracts out of this. So I'm thinking building something that can land on Minmus and return from Minmus. And then once we verified this design, we're gonna try to go for the moon. So I hope you will join us next time, where we're going to not use time acceleration and we're going to always use parachutes. Fly safe, ladies and gentlemen. Do the good things.